Hello, right? Can everyone hear me alright? I'm gonna start chatting here. Hey, Sky. I'm gonna give people a couple minutes before I go into it. But welcome. I'm totally not anxious at all. No, it can't be me. Of course, already there's scuff with the starting screen. It figures. I don't know why it's decided to be laggy, but it has. Setting stuff up as... Oh wait. Alright, I'm about to start the stream given the time. That being said, there are no sound alerts on the following screens. It will be doing a lore reading. Hi Sammy, welcome! But yeah, there will be no sound alerts on the following screen. I will not be paying attention to chat during the lore reading. Please notice this. So if anyone does anything, I am sorry if I don't respond. I will respond after the lore reading because of the way I have it done. I have my mods here to remind everyone too, if need be, to do shoutouts, anything. So if you have questions or want to address anyone, please feel free to talk to the mods. But yeah, hello Katsy. But yeah, let's go ahead and start and hope that this doesn't lag. But we'll see, because it's not a debut without any scuff. Is this the meetup for Plague Doctor Anonymous? Hello. Good to see you. Oh gosh. And maybe. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named Dusk, who traveled the kingdom with her father, a well-renowned plague doctor. Everywhere they would travel, her father would do his best to teach her how to care for those ill, make elixirs, and about many various healing herbs. He even made her very own plague mask to match his, making it purple as it was her favorite color. One day, though, while out picking some herbs near the local town, a guard came running frantically towards them, eyes wide in panic. He informed her father that the young prince had fallen deathly ill, and none of the royal healers could figure out what ailed him. However, they had heard how great her father was at his craft, and how rare it was for him to ever lose a patient, so quickly they were escorted to the capital to see the young prince. People lined the halls of the castle, all sharing the same worried expressions upon seeing them. The king quickly rushed to her father, his eyes heavy from lack of sleep. Dusk tried her best to listen to what the king had to say to her father, but couldn't quite make the words out. Kneeling down to her level, her father put his hand on her shoulders and said, "I'm afraid you must remain out here, my little nurse." Then, getting back up to Dusk's dismay, turned and walked into the prince's chambers with the king, leaving her in the hall. Hours passed, and young Dusk stirred at the sound of the door opening. Immediately, she knew the news was dire. Though no one else could see her father's face behind his mask, she could tell he was worried, but did his best to not let it show. Assuring the king he would do everything in his power to find a cure, her father bowed and led her back to the local inn where they were staying. Tirelessly, All through the rest of the day and all through the night for the whole week, her father pored himself over notes and books of herbs and elixirs he had used and discovered through his career. Then came the night her father didn't even come to dinner. Worried about him, Dusk brought him food from the inn's kitchen. Her father gave her a gentle, tired smile. "Thank you, my little nurse. What good is a doctor who can't even keep his own health up?" He noted, taking a piece of bread from the plate. "I've been neglecting you, haven't I? Well, no more. Off to bed, and I'll come read to you from our book. How's that sound?" Excited, Dusk hurried and grabbed the book off the shelf nearby, the Book of Mystical Flowers, that held tales of magical plants, and that healed all kinds of things people thought impossible. It was her favorite book. However, her father's promise to read to her that night was not to be, for hours ticked by and he never came. Quietly, Dusk snuck out of bed and headed back down to the room her father had been doing research in. And there she found him, fast asleep, face buried in books and notes, and the plate of food she brought him barely touched. That was all Dusk needed to see to decide she had to do something to help her father save the prince. An idea came to her. Grabbing her book on the mystical flowers, she took off, with candlestick in hand, and ran into the nearby forest. Somewhere in this forest she had read of a flower that had magical healing properties, and she was determined to find it for her father. Nighttime grew ever darker as she roamed further and deeper into the forest, her candle steadily waning out little by little. Then she was left in total darkness except for the light of the moon above. Growing tired and afraid, Dusk feared that she would never find the flower and decided to head back. But where was back? Eyes wide, it dawned on her that she no longer knew where she was or how to get back to the inn. Now afraid, she sat on a nearby tree stump and began to weep. All she had wished was to be able to help her father, be a good plague nurse, and help save the prince, but she had failed and had gotten herself lost. Then, a bright shining white fire seemed to move towards her like a wisp of some sort. Mesmerized by the fire, Dusk wiped away her tears and began to follow it. Surely, light of any kind was better than being in the dark. There, at the end of the fire trail, she spotted an ornate lantern with flame glowing white, sitting atop a small pillar in the middle of the forest. Happy to finally have some light, she wondered if she could use the lantern to return home, and quickly picked it up. If only I could return to father with the flower as well, she sighed to herself, starting to walk towards a path she hoped was back to him and the inn. But just then, the lantern brightly shined, and the white fire from before jumped out of the lantern and began making a path to guide her. Curiosity winning her over, Dusk followed the flame to come to the most amazing sight of all that night. Before her bloomed the flower she had hoped to find, petals shining brightly in the glow of the magical fire, but not burning. Gently, with gloved hands, Dusk took the flower into the pouch she brought. Smiling, she wondered and asked, "Lantern, can you guide me back to the inn as well?" Once again, as if it heard her, the lantern created another trail for her, and sure enough, it led her back to the inn. For the rest of the night, Dusk told her father all the events that had occurred. Unsure how to respond, but also relieved that she was safe, her father quickly took her into a hug, then examined the flower she brought him. Though not one to believe in magic despite always having indulged her with the stories, he decided he would try, for options had run out otherwise. A few days later, her father presented the king and young prince with the potion he concocted from the magical flower, and, being magic, the results were immediate and miraculous. Besides himself with joy, the king offered the good plague doctor anything he requested and asked him to be the new royal healer. Removing his mask, her father smiled at the king and declined. Then, instead, gestured to Dusk, telling the king it was her actions that had saved the prince. With that, the king had Dusk When of age, taught at the finest schools and by the finest healers along with her father. But when the day came and she was offered the position of Royal Plague Doctor, Dusk refused, instead taking the title of Royal Plague Nurse. For there were many plague doctors, but not enough nurses, and she wished to help any doctor she could, like she had her father, as she served the royal family. So she was also granted an atelier. In the very forest she found her lantern, and the greatest present of all, a brand new plague mask, made by her father, purple of course, and tailored by the king's own tailors, so that it was embroidered with the finest materials. The end. Oh, and also you may be wondering, how does a plague nurse wind up streaming on Twitch? Well, you see, Dusk discovered streaming and thought there was only so much she could do while she went out and picked herbs every day. So, what better way to help heal people than spread the best medicine of laughter and positivity? So on her off days, she decided why not give streaming a try. Also, hello everyone. Welcome. Your nurse will be with you in a second. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for coming today to the debut. I'm excited to see you all. So let's go ahead and meet, shall we? Hello, how are you? Oh, I left my mask on, didn't I? One second. Let me just, okay. I think that's better. Hello. How is everyone? Oh gosh, I'm half-head. I have to remember I'm not used to using the studio yet. So how is everyone doing? It's good to see you. Hope you're all well. Let me just transition better so that... Oh, no, there it goes. I don't know why it's low like this. Oh, I see what it is. Let me transition. There we go. It's better. Kind of. I'm not used to studio mode. Sky showed me how to use it. And I'm not used to it yet, so it's interesting. But I hope you're all doing well. It's good to see you. This is my new model. I'm so excited. I can move. Finally, my chair squeaks if I move on. I need to get a better gaming chair. But yeah, let me like scroll back so you can see like the whole thing. I got legs now. They kind of move side to side. They're so cute. But yeah. Zoom back in here. Yes, we love some legs, yeah. But yes, welcome Zemi, welcome Bonnie, welcome Catsy Sky. Rye, it's good to see you all. I do have slides also prepared because I know that is the thing to do as a VTuber. But whether they hold enough info remains to be seen. I also have a game planned, so there will be content. So yeah, let's see. I need to not lower myself. It would probably help if I get off that so I don't move myself. Alright, here we go. It is time for slides. Let's hope nothing breaks. Over we go. There we go. Alright, to start off, hi, if anyone's new, my name's Dusk. I am a plague nurse. That is my job, as you can tell with the mask. My age, well, yeah, plague nurse doesn't cure and tell. You get the leeches, you don't get my age. My socials, you can find me on Twitter at Plague Nurse Dusk. You can find me also on YouTube for my VODs that you might have missed at Dusk the Plague Nurse. I know it's confusing when there's two different names here. Respectable, me looking respectfully. And I also have a throne. The info is in the, just, you know, exclamation part, throne for anyone that wants that. How old are the leeches are? I I don't know. I don't think it's my business to tell you how old the leeches are. I feel that would be very rude of me to reveal the age of the leeches. I leave that up to them. They didn't give me the consent to tell their age. Bajillion Zemi says, so you can go with Zemi. Next page. Oshimark, I just have the purple heart. I didn't want to do anything like too elaborate. Also, there isn't like much options for plague doctors in them. My chat name, your name, I like to call you Flames because of my lantern, as you see in the corner, and that you saw in my lore book. That is my little lantern that guides me, and you guys are like my flames. You help me. The leeches are legal. Oh my gosh. Well, you heard it first here. The leeches I use are of legal age, and that is important. Yes, yes. Art tags. I do have them if anyone wants them. Hashtag Plague Dusk Art on Twitter, and I have an NSFW one if you want. I do give permission for that. Just make sure you use the proper tags. I'm just appreciative if anyone wants to do art, because I can't draw. I rely on amazing artists that I like to commission to do stuff because I can do a mean stick figure. Dusk, you look lovely. And thank you, Ellie. Welcome. It's good to see you. I can move finally. It's great. Also, next we have games. Since I am a streamer, you might wonder the type of content I do. And mostly I do game. Oh gosh, thank you, Vado, for the raid. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I can move, yeah. I also got, I'll show them off after I get through the slides. Or I can show it up. No, I can't. I have my slide up, so it's blocking my, again, I'm getting used to the arrangement of stuff. I'll show it off after the slides, but I got a couple toggles, like I did this one. Or maybe I can here. Because I forget the screen's bigger for you than me. Oh gosh, thank you, Sky, for the gifted subs. Oh gosh, that made me jump. But I also got a bit of a... Oh gosh, it moved for me. I don't want to go through this page for... I got a blush. Excuse if it scrolls for me, because I guess it's on page down, so... That is going to keep going off. But yeah, I have a blush toggle. I also have I have a silly costume toggle that I'm gonna have. I just thought a disguise would be great. We're gonna have head pats. These are all things I plan to implement for you all eventually. I have one other, but I realize it's page up, so I don't want to use it. I have an angry. So those are my targets. Rawr! But yeah, I'm excited. We've got toggles. Eventually I'll have to try to learn how to do stuff so we can get throwing things and stuff. I want to give a hug. Aw, thank you. It's good to see you, Saldo. And thank you again for the raid. And thank you again, Sky, for the gifted subs. But yeah, games I like. Because, again, I mainly stream games. If you ever need help setting stuff up, I got your back. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you. Because I definitely will need help. But I like all kinds of games. I'm not someone who limits to a specific genre. I'm always up to trying anything. Like, as you can see here, I tried to put a good amount of games I like from different genres. I like KOTOR 2 is my all-time favorite game. For those that don't know what that is, it's Knights of the Old Republic. It's a Star Wars game. I'm a sucker for games that are like choose your own adventure, customization, and everything you say, everything you do, the outcome, your looks, best type of game for me. Same with Dragon Age, because, you know, same makers. I also enjoy, like, I have my mouse on the screen. I also enjoy Danganronpa. I love mystery games, and that is like my favorite mystery game. I found that game. It is wacky, and I hope to stream it at some point. There's Amori, which I enjoy. I like RPGs. I thought that one was good. I like the art in it. Just an example of different kinds of RPGs I like. Borderlands 2. I will play shooters that are FPS games. I love Borderlands. I'll play Halo. I'll play Battlefront. I'm not great at them, but I do enjoy them. I do hope to, at some point, good taste, and thank you. I do hope to sometimes stream them. With Borderlands, though, I probably would wait for a collab because it's better with people, in my opinion. And of course, I like MMOs. I play Final Fantasy XIV a lot. I don't plan to stream it super much, but I will once in a while because that is one of my main games. It just had the big fan fest and live letter and everything, which was, I was so good. I got so hyped to watch more of it today, and I'm just like, I want this out now and not next year because I am ready. But yeah, I like all kinds of games. I'm not one to limit myself. My library is very varied. I even like some idle games, so I'm always willing to try different things. As long as you have fun, who cares? Exactly. That's what matters. I'm a sucker for good stories, character designs, and so it could be anything. I'll even do like rhythm games. I'll do, let's like, what's a good example? I like games like God of War, things like that. I'm gonna blank on the names at the genres right now, but yeah, even like I'm not super into sports games, but I like some. Like I like, if only it was on PC, but I would feel like it would. It might be like I like Tony Hawk Pro Skater for like a sport game. I like my X Games. But yeah, next thing. Collabs. Info and collabs I thought would be good here after the games. I will do any game type really. I don't really care for horror. I don't hate horror. I played a couple as you saw on the stream. I don't hate it. I love it. I love the story. I love mysteries. I'm just a baby. That's all. That's all it comes down to is I'm scared. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably play them more often. But I'm going to attempt, like, My Friendly Neighborhood at some point, because that one looks a little nicer. But with friends, I'll try a little more, because I'm not by myself. I can use people as meat shields. Shh, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm a nurse. I protect people. What do you mean? I don't hide and block with other people's bodies. No, that's not nurse behavior. I will now hold you, Dusk, for spooky games. All right. But I do kind of want to do Phasmo one day with a group, but I will have to try to force myself to go inside because usually I'm the van person. I just sit in the van. I'm like, hey, look, there's orbs on the screen. I do wish that they eventually make doing cameras more interesting. Like, if you throw a couple jump scares at me in the cameras, I wouldn't mind that. Or just like me start seeing things. Give me some mechanics in the van that can affect me. Maybe I don't get hunted like people going in the house, but give me some kind of danger maybe I have to watch out for while looking at the cameras, like cursed or something like that. That would be cool. I'm the best fan bee ever. Yes, Bonnie. I had volunteered to be Dust Human Shield. Thank you, Ellie. Hey, you being the ghost VTuber, you can just like, hey, you can just tell them, hey, this is my homie, don't mess with her, leave her be. You're probably on good terms with them. It'll work out. Battle royales are another one. I don't mind them. It's more, I'm someone that grew up with the more arcade shooters like Battlefront and like Halo. I'm used to having more than one life, so it frustrates me to no end if I get killed and then it's like, okay, cool, you're out of the game now, you can't get back up, you're just down, go sit in a lobby for 20 minutes again. I want to be able to play. So for me, I liked Battlefront because it was like, okay, you're down, now get back out there, soldier. I'll be the running to danger for fun. But like, if anyone's down, or like super competitive games, I guess I'll say it before I say the next thing since I have that at the end. Like League of Legends, I used to play League of Legends. I like League of Legends. I like the gameplay. I like the characters, but when it gets super competitive, I'm already beating myself up for not being good at the game. I don't need, like, I don't mind people giving tips or help. That's fine. But when people get nasty at me and like things like that, it's like, trust me, I'm already yelling at myself. You don't need to yell at me too. But as I said at the bottom, I will try them. Like, if someone wants to collab them really bad, I will try. Just know those games aren't exactly my strong points. So, that's all. I don't get why people do that to streamers. Yeah, I don't get why people just do it anyway. It's like, we're all here trying to play a game. We're de-stressing from work. Yeah, it's like tense. It's competitive. It's okay to be competitive. It's okay to trash talk teasingly with friends, I find. But like, just don't go that too far. Just, you know, consider that someone might be stressed out already trying to play. Just blame the game when you're bad at exactly. It was the lagging. It's always lag. It's never me. It's lag. Alright, next thing. It's the controller. Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah. It's the controller. It's the lag. My ping dropped. It's bugging. Or my favorite one is always calculated. I meant to die there. It's calculated. It's part of my strat. Just, you don't know. I made it's planned. You don't know I'm not telling the truth. That could be exactly what I planned. Anime. Yes, I enjoy anime. I need to watch more. I'm someone that watched during the Toonami era. That's my knowledge of anime, so I'm like catching up on newer stuff. I just been lazy about it. That's all it comes down to. It's like, oh hey, that show looks cool. That show looks cool. I want to watch that. I'm gonna take a while to get to it. Sorry, my PC is thermal throttling. Dust knows all the excuses, kind of sus. Shh. I don't know what you're talking about. Wow, hi Sphere, welcome. Dusk, your model looks amazing. Hi Kiva, good to see you. Welcome all. We're doing my slides. Anyone who would like to know my lore story, their VOD will be up after the end of the stream. So if you want to go back and check out my lore, yeah, I did a storybook reading of my lore. I like writing, so I'm like, hey, this is my opportunity to write a story and then like just share it. An excuse potion. I should. I need to branch out with my healing potion. Start making these other magic potions. Maybe that's what I gotta ask my lantern to find an excuse herb, and I can make the excuse potion. But yeah, anime I enjoy. My anime taste, just like my game taste. I'm not someone who like is picky with genres. I will pretty much watch any genre as long as the story is good to me. I don't mind. My favorite anime is Durarara. I hope I said it right. I mean, that's basically it. 'Cause I just love the story. It's different. It's really unique. Where is the head bat routine? I have one. Is it this button? Yeah, see, it's coming, Sphera. I just haven't implemented it yet. I'm going to implement it tomorrow. 'Cause right now I have to do it manually. I don't know how to set it up yet. So I didn't want to overwhelm myself just in case with the debut and having a head pat and then having like tons of head pats and be like, oh no, I gotta catch up. How many was that? I've only watched MHA out of your list. Last anime I watched was Bochi the Rock. I heard that one's good. I hope I said it right. I want to check that out at some time. I heard it's good. I can help you with those. Alright. Thank you. Oh, bonk. The sounds are working here if you want to use sound redeems. We do have those again working here. You should know that because of the WoW, but yeah. But yeah, I loved Durarara. I just liked how unique it was because there was so many different perspectives and characters. And the story was just wild. I mean, it's about like a Dullahan, which was interesting, a headless motorcycle rider. It is great. I love it so much. My all-time favorite anime characters from there is Izaya. Yeah, I kind of like the jerk characters, I'm not gonna lie, but they're sarcastic and funny. I can't help it. That's the best characters, are the sarcastic ones. Yeah, MHA, My Hero Academia, I love that. Such a fun anime. I like the fight scenes. Bakugo is my favorite. I enjoy that. That's one of the newer ones I like, though I guess it's not technically a new one anymore. As a fellow anime watcher, I would like to say I need to stop adding animes to queue. I have like 35 plus animes I want to watch, and yet I'm only halfway into MHA season 2. Man, I have a long queue, and then I just never bothered doing it because I'm like, I know if I watch this, I have to either marathon it or I'm just gonna forget and not want to bother. And then it's like, am I in a show watching mood today? I don't know. It's like, am I in a YouTube video mood today or I watch show mood today? Relatable snail, yeah. I keep giving her new stuff to watch. Yeah, Sky's been helpful. I've been getting into things I never used to like know about, like Kamen Rider and like the Sentai series with King Osier. I've been really enjoying those. He's helping me catch up. Oh, Sky isn't helping. Sorry. Zemi corrected me. Sky, you're not helping. Zemi's word's law. Sorry. Gundam Wing is another favorite. It is older, but Gundam Wing is a special place in my heart, even though a lot of people are like, it's cheesy of the Gundam series, but it was my very first introduction to anime. That and Sailor Moon, but Gundam Wing actually came first for me. As someone who loves sci-fi, that was the best anime for me to start in. Anime watch party sounds fun. Actually, I'd be down for that. That'd be cool. And like everyone brings something that they find interesting would be really good. Next is Holmes of Kyoto. This is a newer one I found because I am a fan of Sherlock Holmes and mysteries, and this is just like the perspective of Moriarty, and he's actually not like a bad person, he's more like a vigilante, and it's so good. Real-time anime dub. I absolutely adore Holmes. No, wait, that's Moriarty the Patriot. I'm getting my things mixed up. I'm sorry. I saw Holmes and I jumped. I have 2 Sherlock Holmes animes on here. But, oh yeah. Real-time animated. You know, Valdo, that actually gave me an idea. You know, it'd be funny. Get a bunch of VTubers to just do the dubs for the anime, but it's not like actual real translation. It's just putting funny words over top. Like, make our own script. The chaos that would ensue. That'd be funny. But Homes of Kyoto is a cute little slice of life, actually. I gotta get the right one. Homes, I found this on Crunchyroll. It's this little short anime. I actually have to catch up because it was, when I last watched, there was no new episodes. I was waiting for the next season. But like, it's about a person that works at an antique store that praises antiques, and they call him Holmes Kyoto because he's so good at knowing things that they basically consider him like Sherlock Holmes, and he meets this girl who starts working there, and it's really wholesome and it's super cute. And they end up solving mysteries through doing antique stuff, which is interesting. Ghost story style, interesting. My chat is plotting things and they sound interesting. Oh gosh. Try to laugh Ghost Story Edition. You know, that would be hard for me. I don't know the actual like anime. I have to see that one, but like as someone who doesn't like scary stuff and is a wimp, I actually have a nervous laugh. So at some point when I play a horror game, you all might experience me laughing hysterically, but it's me just afraid of everything. That's me on roller coasters, actually. I go on a roller coaster, I don't scream. I burst out laughing. I one time got everybody in the whole coaster to start laughing because I was in hysterics from fear. FNAF stream, oh gosh, that stream was wild. Dusk, it's fine, I have a nervous laugh too. Oh gosh, it's great, but it's also horrible because it's like on one hand I'm like, yes, I can do that line from The Lion King, I laugh at the face of danger. But on the other hand, there was this is a terrible thing to admit, but I felt so bad. This person at this place I was at was having like a heart attack, and they had to call emergency to come get them, and I was so scared for the person. I literally had to bite back laughing because I was so scared, and it was I felt so bad because I'm like, if I laugh, everyone's gonna look at me like I find this funny. I'm like, I don't find this funny. I am completely horrified right now. Oh, that was like one of my worst experiences with that. I one time almost ran over a bicyclist and nervous laugh. Oh no, Zemi! Oh gosh, but yeah, it's like, it's a nice thing and also not. It's I go between nervous laughing. Sometimes I'll scream if it's like a sudden jump scare, but otherwise I'm like dead silent when I'm scared. So it's like I go to all the different extremes. There's no like middle for me. It's all extremes all the time. Oh gosh, my eye. The tracking. I do apologize, my tracking's a little weird at the moment. I got the configurations good, it's just I don't have a ring light and stuff right now, so my lighting in my room isn't the best. I need to fix that. I talked to another person and nervous laugh. Other people are scary. This is true. Yeah. People can be scary. I get social anxiety sometimes, so I feel that. Nervous laughter is such a bad subconscious reaction. It is. But yeah, let me correct it. The one I was talking about the first time of the Sherlock Holmes animes, Moriarty the Patriot's the one that's from the perspective of Moriarty, because, you know, the title of the actual show. But I like that because it's interesting, and he's just as, like, the way he does things and solves things is just like Sherlock. So when they go head to head in some episodes, it's just great. It's a great anime. The art style is wonderful. I also have been reading the manga. The manga's also super good. A lot more detailed and a little more descriptive with the crime parts. Little bit more. So just a heads up with that if you're sensitive to it. But really good if you're a mystery fan. The other one is I like My Dress Up Darling. That's one of the newer ones I saw. Again, probably not considered new anymore, but I really like it. I want more seasons. I've been enjoying it. It's super cute. Love that anime. People keep saying my laugh sounds like a hyena making teapot. Oh no. But you know what? Sometimes unique laughs are fun though. There's so many. They're contagious, and contagious laughs are the best. It just makes me think of that scene in was it Mary Poppins, the old movie, the I Love to Laugh song. I love that song so much. It's so true though. Oh my god, hey love, so excited. Hello Docky! Someone give Docky a shout out. This is my VTuber mama. She is here. And she did amazing. Good to see you. Yes. Oh, thank you. You did so good. I'm so appreciative. Docky's also a really dear friend. They do amazing art. Check her out on Twitter. I have her at the end of my slides, so stay tuned for that. She does amazing artwork, so detailed. She's a delight to work with, super sweet. I also like, my favorite thing when I have someone work on stuff is it's like I like letting them try to design some stuff too instead of just purely my design, because like it's always fun to see the artist put a little of their like design splash of inspiration in. So it's like Docky has an amazing sense of style, so I knew she would do really, really good. Anyway, next slide. Hobbies. I do, outside of streaming and gaming and all that stuff, I like archery. I have a recurve bow. I used to have a hay bale in the back of my house with a target, and I would do some shooting. But I need to replace that because I kind of tore up the hay bale and my target. So I need to go to the archery shop so I can start shooting again. I miss doing it. I actually got into it. I always liked archery since I was little. I loved like Robin Hood growing up. I always thought trick shots were cool. And then I got to go to a Ren fair and actually try archery out. You like archery, girl? Are you cute because you stole my heart? Oh my gosh, Sammy. Thank you, dear. I love working with you as well. Dusky's gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Docky. But yeah, archery's fun. I got to try it at a Ren fair, and I just fell in love with doing it. I remember it was my first time. I like telling the story because I'm proud, and I like when I have these moments. But I remember they give you these like cutouts to shoot at. And I had like a cardboard cutout of a turkey, and I'm like, of all the things they could give me, I've never done archery before. They give me the smallest target possible. So I'm trying hard to listen to the person instructing me, and I'm aiming. All my arrows like hit like the dirt floor just before it. And I'm on my last arrow, and I'm trying really hard, and I managed to get it right in the neck, and I was so proud of myself. So like after that, like a year passed, and then I found we had a archery shop that's been in business for a while, a family owned super nice. And I'm like, you know what? I want to get a bow and arrow and I want to learn. And the person working there was super knowledgeable. The family's been doing archery for like many, many years, like over 20 years. And they gave me a bow and they're like, I'm going to string it. And in the way I string it, you're not going to have to restring it. You'll never have to worry about that. You won't have to come back in for that, which was great because I'm like, I'm not going to remember how to string a bow. This. That's why I kind of, I'm not going to lie, gave up playing guitar. The hardest thing for me was tuning, because my uncle was the one that taught me how to play guitar, and I learned a bit. I could read music and everything. Like, I was going great and I was learning pretty fast, but the one thing I could not learn for the life of me was to tune my guitar by ear, which is how he taught me. I didn't have the way to tune it otherwise. I have an amazing aim. I never miss. Oh yeah. No, yeah. Perfect shots all the time only. But yeah, besides archery, I also like to cook and bake. Love cooking. So fun. Just wish I had more time to. I do want to do a cooking or a baking stream sometime. I actually thought of an idea. I want to get like cookies, like sugar cookies, make them up on stream, and then I want people to like submit their PNGs and then like color them the colors and like make unique looks and designs of the different VTubers on the cookies. Like, not the actual drawing because that would be too hard, but like at least the colors and make themed cookies for them. I think that would be super fun. Oh yeah, gingerbread. That's a good idea, Zimmy. Yeah. I might do that. Gingerbread would be a fun one. That way I don't have to worry about not knowing how to draw. But I can just make it themed to the person. Yeah. I could use like jelly beans or something, M&Ms, because there's different colors. Get some food dye and stuff. Gingerbread snail. That would be cute. Yeah. One day I gotta get like a hand cam and stuff and start learning. I'm little bit by little bit getting stuff for the stream. Like, I have my friend coming by later this week to set up my capture card finally, so I'll be able to stream games from my Switch finally. So we'll have some more options. And now, I got a new webcam so that I have better tracking, because my old webcam was only like a 720. Finally got an HD webcam just for this. So yeah, little by little we get stuff, we grow. Other hobby, I like making gunpla. As I said, my first anime was Gundam Wing. I loved Gundam stuff. I never knew about gunpla until I met Sky though. He actually told me about it and I'm like, wait, you can build, there's models and you can build them yourself? What? And it's so relaxing and I've been enjoying it ever since. I have about like 7 of them now. I want to get more. I want to get some like master grade ones. They're expensive though. I mainly get the high grade. I had one master grade as my first one. I kind of regret getting that for my first one because I didn't really know how to read the instructions well, so I kind of put arms on backwards. But I understood why the shopkeeper suggested it to me, because he said being bigger, it was probably easier to put together since the other high grades are very tiny and a little bit of a pain. And yeah, they are. I've cut my finger a couple times with the high grades, but yeah. Expensive hobbies. Somewhat. High grades aren't too bad. They're like, what, 10 bucks-ish? They're not too terrible. I get them once in a while. I just like to relax with them. My other hobby, as you saw with my lore, I like to write. One of my dreams has always been to publish a book. I have too many ideas. That's my problem. I have a creative bone, but no skill. I have all the ideas in the world. I've made a mystery novel I'd like to write. I've wrote a sci-fi novel. I wrote a fantasy one. Yeah. One day. My mystery one's the one I'm most excited from. Skill comes from practice. My problem is I get in my own way because I stare at it and I'm like, this isn't good enough. Like, reading, I was so nervous reading my lore because I'm like, I've never read anything I wrote to the public before, so I'm like, did I write this right? Is it detailed enough? Is it too much details? Oh no, I'm like my own worst critic. I am really bad about it. Also, too, with writing books, I have the tendency to get so many ideas that it's like, okay, so here's my mystery story. I'm writing it. I'm halfway. Oh, hey, I got a great sci-fi idea. Let's start on that because it's fresh in my mind. Shove the mystery aside. Go back to it years later. Like, oh yeah, I should finish this. What did I write? This is trash. I need to start this over. Don't let it intimidate your voice is coming. I love the lore. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love writing. Writing is so much fun. My lore was fun. Thank you. Oh, it means a lot. One day I'll get that mystery novel. I actually wrote a children's like book too because I thought, start off something simple just to get started. It doesn't have to be elaborate if it's a kid's book. It can, just as long as it teaches a moral, just as long as it teaches a lesson. So I was writing a little story about a little fox. I won't spoil more, but I do have someone that offered to do art for that and actually help me get published if I do. So I might try to get back into that. The lesson of it though, because I was so proud of it, because I don't feel like there's enough books dealing with it, was on shyness and how to overcome shyness, or at least help someone work with shyness. Oh my gosh. And then lastly, along with writing, of course, I love to read. I've always been someone that likes novels, Sherlock Holmes. I've read a lot of Star Wars, being the sci-fi nerd I am, Star Trek. I've read, one of my favorite series is a series by James Patterson called the Maximum Ride series about some mutants. Those books were amazing. I like the Phantom of the Opera, Pride and Prejudice, anything and everything. I just like to read. Reading is fun. Sci-fi enjoyer, yeah. Oh my gosh, so happy to see the model working. Looks so pretty. Thank you. Ducky did amazing. And onto the next slide. The credits. There it is. This is Ducky on Twitter. So, and also I think on Twitch you have the same tag if I remember correctly. I don't know if you changed. Oh wait, yeah, you're right there. So yeah, go give her a follow. She does amazing. If anyone wants art done, definitely check her out. Her work's phenomenal. She does such high quality work. She's great to work with, super sweet, which is great because I'm always like nervous because I'm like, am I too much? Do I say too much? I'm new getting art and commissions and doing that type of thing, so it's like, I hope I know how to behave right and be kind. I know it's a lot of work. I want them to enjoy it as much as me. I don't want to add stress because I know I've heard stories. I see artists write experiences and stuff, and it's like, I want to be a good customer. You're perfect. I'm glad. Your model looks so good. I love. Thank you, Stormy. Good to see you. Also, again, for anyone just joining in, my lore, I did a lore reading in the storybook form. If you want to catch it, the VOD will be up after the stream, so definitely feel free to check it out. Also, debut lore and background music, because I did switch up my background music. I found Zephy Sona's music on Ko-fi for free. They make a lot of background music for free, and I wanted to put them on here too. I don't know their pronouns, so I'm just going to say they and them for right now. But I appreciate your work, Zephy. I don't think you'll ever see this, but just in case. Wonderful music, and I appreciate people like that on Ko-fi that give us free stuff for those of us starting out. It helps a lot till we can, get custom stuff. It's awesome. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Let me get back to just chatting because I do plan to play a game and open everything up. If anyone has questions they want to ask, you can ask, and I'll do a little just chatting for a bit. But yeah, to the chatting screen. Yeah. Again, I am not used to studio mode. I'm gonna get the game fired up as I did, but yeah. Again, I'm so appreciative y'all came by. I was nervous as heck, and I'm still am. If it gets a little laggy, I apologize because I'm going to be launching a game as I have VTuber Studio open. So we'll see how it goes because both of them I play off of a Steam. I love the transition. Thank you. That was a another freebie I found on Ko-fi. The person that made a bunch of stingers, and I should have them in my about section. Yeah, anything else you see on my stream, the credits for that are in my about section. I wanted to mainly focus on what I used in the debut, so that's why only Zephy and Docky were on my slides for now. But everyone else that did work, their credits are below. Definitely check them out. They're all amazing. They made such good assets. Emotes, like my emotes, Beatrice did some, Docky did some, and one other VTuber did one. So yeah. Let me go to the game screen now. Waiting for it to... Here we go. I thought for this stream, something chill, so we're doing Powerwash. It would help if I get desktop audio on. I don't want to have too much desktop audio on. I up my volume a bit because the Powerwash can be loud. It can be very loud. I adore the room so much. That's fair. Yeah, that I love that room. I was like saw it and it just matches perfectly. I can't wait though. I do have plans for custom stuff. Actually, I want to do a place. Let's do this one. I would like to do some custom like starting screens at some point. Like what I have planned, I want to do like Dusk in a me in a little like workshop making potions over a cauldron with flowers around and like the atelier, like a cozy kind of cottage look. And then in the cauldron, the where's the audio? Turn that down. I want it to have my, instead of starting soon, I want it to be like the nurse is in the smoke coming out of the cauldron. Like maybe have it animated even, and like she's dropping in the herbs and it puffs out the smoke. And it could be different colors depending on the different herb. Maybe just have a couple different ones. Like I have so many ideas. This is me. When I start something, my mind just goes into daydream mode and I get so many ideas. Like for a ending screen, I was thinking I would like Dusk like sleeping in a field of flowers, and then like with a book on her, maybe the book from the lore of the mystical flowers and herbs, and then like petals going by in the sky and spelling out like the nurse is out. I think it'd be cute. And then for like a BRB, maybe just have her like looking through books trying to research, like very busy. Something like that. I like coming up. This is like the fun part. Anything creative. If it means I'm like someone can come up and like, hey, I want you to come up with an idea for a character, then something like I'm like, yeah, I'm on it. I like designing. I like coming up with thoughts and plans. It's just super fun and like relaxing for me. That sounds great. What the heck? Yeah, I have so many ideas. Eventually too. I like my background I have on my Just Chatting screen as it is already. I think it's beautiful and it was free. Again, these people that give free assets like that, I love you. Like literally you help. It's such a help for those of us, you know, that need to save up for things. It's really nice and super appreciated. And it's super well done too. Like this is free. Woo. I would like to eventually get a custom background though, just so that it's themed to me. I think it's just nice to have something that's just fitting for you, just for your character. Bless the free asset makers, exactly. Yeah, they deserve so much credit. But yeah, I was like would like one like me and my little workshop. I just think that would be fun and cute to have. I want to do toggles and yeah, so many ideas. Yeah, we're cleaning a house now. Also, those that might be new, again, my name's Dusk. I am a Plague Nurse VTuber. I do variety streams, mainly games. I hope to branch out with that though at some point. I'd like to do cooking streams at some point, reactions, tier lists, just anything fun. I want to branch out over time. Right now, games as I get used to things, because it's, you know, it's more simple. Also, I just like gaming. I'm like trying to not blank because I have so many things to talk about, but yeah, and if you wanted to check out more, definitely check the VOD if you missed things. I talk about things I like to stream, the type of stuff, my lore, all that, all the information. And again, if anyone has questions, feel free to ask whatever you want to ask. If it's something that I'm uncomfortable with answering, though, I might not answer it. That's the only thing. But for the most part, yeah, feel free. Anything you want to ask, like maybe questions about things I would, like games you would like to see me play, feel free. This is a Q&A section if you would like. Or just chatting. That works too. Also, for those new, on Mondays I usually stream from 3 to 5:30, unless something comes up, because I do have a health issue that makes sometimes it hard to keep consistent. I do my hardest to stay consistent. I do suffer from chronic migraines and headaches of various kinds, and they can take me out sometimes. Sometimes they can take me out for a day, sometimes just a couple hours, sometimes it's not bad enough to take me out, or sometimes I can be out for weeks. So it varies. But I try my hardest to stream regardless. But it's something I like to make note of, because if ever the inconsistency does happen, you know it's not me being lazy on purpose or anything. I am trying. Or if for collabs, because you're the most consistent streamer I know. Oh, thank you. But I like to let people know, because again, it can affect me randomly too. Like I can have a headache just like right now hit sometime, like just like that, and be like, okay, well, this hurts, I have to stop now. So I like to let people know, because again, if I ever collab, I want people to know, like, hey, I might just have to be like, I'm fine, then hour of the collab, I'm not okay and I have to cancel right now, and I don't want to have to do that. So I always tell people, have a backup plan if you stream with me, or have other people too, just in case, because I don't want to take away your content and your day. So always have a backup plan in case, because I respect my fellow VTubers' time. We're all out here trying our best, and I want to be supportive of that. Yeah, I wanna build all my fellow VTubers up, because you know that was something I was talking to Vado about. It was saying how like a lot of times people are scared, like you know, competitiveness, things like that with the VTuber scene. But I'm like, you know what? We're all here. We're trying our best. We're trying hard. We're enjoying streaming. So I always see it. I want to help cheer each other up, be an inspiration to each other, and yeah, we're all aiming for the same thing. Let's be positive to each other and help each other, because we all bring something different to the table. We all have something. No one is you, no one's me. So no one can bring that same experience. So we can all learn from each other and all build each other up. That's just something that I like want to spread. So it's like I try my best. But I know I'm not the best of it to show up in other people's streams. I might not be able to talk much, because I'm usually, after I stream or something, I'm like socially drained. So it's like I just come and lurk. I try to chat as much as I can, but I'm usually like wiped out. So it's like I want to support. Words of wisdom. Yeah. Shout out Ellie and Sky. Sure, you can shout out Kiers. I don't know, Sky, if you're still here, shout yourself out. And shout out Ellie and Zemi too. I'm down. I'm actually going to be collabing with them at some point, so hey. And they're friends of the channel, so. And awesome VTubers. Lurkers are just as important. I appreciate them. Sometimes it's just nice, you know. Like, you picked me to come have on, relax, and just have as background noise. That in alone is just, I appreciate that. It's like, wow, you picked me. There's so many streamers you could have picked, and you picked me. I appreciate it. So no, lurkers are great. And I'm a lurker, so I get it. So I appreciate them a lot. That's why I like sometimes people, if they follow off stream, I like to shout them out even though they followed while I was offline, because I still see you and I still appreciate it just as much as if you followed while I was online. I'm time gated. Oh no, it's okay. Do it as you can. It's fine. And this house, it's like playing this game. I'm like, man, these houses, how do you get so dirty? And then you learn there's like a volcano. I was completely shocked there was lore in this game. The lore took me by surprise, and then what happens in the lore took me by surprise, but I won't spoil it because I might stream this sometime for a cozy day stream. Oh yeah, I was telling about the rest of my days that I usually... Oh, ads? Oh. Yeah, unfortunately. I've tried to make them the shorter ones. I'm trying to find that peak ad time frame so that they're not as annoying but not as long. It's hard trying to figure that out. I know some people do pre-rolls, but I'm not quite figuring out how to do that well. Woo! Bada got 5. Yeesh. Hopefully though that means you won't get that many after. It's like you either get so many constantly after like a couple minutes, or you get barely any. Ow! Hey, Hezekiah. Thank you for the bong. Powerwash Sim has lore. Yes, it does, and it has some wild lore. Like I said, I might stream it for a cozy stream one day. So I don't want to reveal too much, but yeah, there's some insane lore in this game. It's wild. I think Matt Pat even did a theory on it, which is crazy. But yeah, it's funny. There's lore in lots of games you wouldn't expect there to be. It's great. Also, another good VTuber, so we're talking about building up different ones. Hezekiah is also a really good VTuber, a fellow plague doctor. We sometimes collab Remnant from the Ashes together. We need to finish 1 so we can play 2. Also an example of like different like game genres I do like Souls-like games. I don't know if I'll ever stream Dark Souls like as a series, maybe sometime as a one-off, but I'm not good at that game. I am terrible at that game. Like really bad. I like playing it more with friends. I like the jolly cooperation aspect of Dark Souls more than the soloing. I know it's the point of it is to get good, but oh boy. I have funny stories with that when it comes to like PvP and stuff and that. I was actually decent at PvP. It was weird. Oh gosh. Thank you for the Ray the Devil's Death V2 deal, not death. I can read, I promise. VTuber, it's good to see you again. And hello, welcome Raiders. My name is Dusk. I am a Plague Nurse VTuber. I just debuted my motto. Hello. For those that are curious, I did a lore reading and I did slides about like info about me. If you want to check that out after the stream, there will be a VOD. But right now we're doing like Q&A with Powerwash Sim, because chill, easier to watch the chat and not have to worry about something possibly like trying to kill me as I'm paying attention. Not being good at Dark Souls makes it more enjoyable to watch. It's like, this is true. Maybe one day I'll do like a Dark Souls, like a one-off stream. I have Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1 and remastered, and I have Elden Ring. So maybe. Though it's funny, I kind of want to get Sekiro. I can't say it. I can't pronounce it correctly. Sekiro. Yeah, that one. I want to get that one at some point. Though I heard it's the hardest of the Souls. Though some people said it's the easiest. I don't know which one to believe. I feel like it's different for everyone and how their playstyle is. So, oh yeah, Armor Core. Hey, Nate, it's good to see you. I do want to play that. I've never played one, and when I saw it, I'm like, this is sci-fi, give it to me. And I can customize stuff, give it me. Also, another good VTuber. Do check out Nate, also fun. Actually, one of the first people to welcome me into the community. It's amazing, amazing VTuber. Super nice. Yeah, I definitely want to play Armor Core. There's so many amazing games coming out this year. It's like, oh gosh, I have to keep up. I'm like looking excitedly for Starfield as well. I can't wait for that. Again, more sci-fi. I'm looking forward to Nightingale. It's just so much. Remnant 2, as I said, is out, and I want to play that. It's like, my wallet is hurting. I have to, like, save for all of these things. And then, of course, there's the Pokemon DLCs coming out this year, too, and it's like, oh, boy. Yes, great lineup this year? Yeah. Win gaming year? It seems like it has been. It's been wonderful. Nice. Not after day C6 drops, I'm about to decimate everyone. Oh. Just, you know, but if you come showing up, I'll just, like, try to bow my way away. But yeah, I'm excited to try it. This is like, there's so much. Oh yeah, I was saying, again, I got sidetracked again. My streaming schedule, for those curious, I usually stream on Mondays. That's my cozy stream day. From 3 p.m. Eastern to 5:30 p.m. Eastern usually. Fridays the same time frame, and that's usually just like any game like I'm playing that time, like I have scheduled. It's not any specific genre. So I've been doing Tales of Arise, so it's gonna be that and one other game that I stream. I usually do 3 at once, but we have a lot of collabs coming up this like month, end of this month and start of next month. So like it'll be mainly me switching back and forth for my Fridays when I'm streaming, because this week coming I have a collab with another Plague Doctor VTuber, Plague and Doctor. So keep an eye out for a post. We're gonna need help with that stream. We might need you all for some memes. So wait for that. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be on their channel though, so I won't be streaming it. It will be on their channel. We're gonna do something with memes, and we're gonna need your all help for that. And then the week after that, I believe I have to see which one is in what order, because there was some switch arounds. I think that is when I'm collabing with you, Sky, and then after that I think it's Hezekiah. I have to check my schedule because there's so many coming up, because we have to continue our It Takes Two game and finish that up. So a lot of stuff to look forward to. I also haven't really decided my next game since I finished one to fill that third slot yet. I was considering Devil May Cry 5, but I was also considering Danganronpa, but I was also considering God of... There's so many games I want to stream, and I'm like, oh, which one? Because my mood always switches up as well. I might make it a poll. We'll see. Because eventually I do want to do Devil May Cry 5 because, you know, Virgil. That's all I have to say is there's Virgil. Though my favorite character in 5 was V. But the memes are great. It would give me an excuse to post the memes. Maybe and put myself in one of the memes. God of War Valkyries. Oh gosh, I was playing some by myself, and I discovered rifts at a low level. I don't think I was even level 2 yet, and I got that thing came out of the rift, and the cutscene still wasn't ended, and I got one shot. So I'm like, note to self: go back later, get revenge. But yeah, I've been playing by myself because I like some games. I like to do a little playthrough on my own because I am someone that likes to do all the collectibles. Otherwise, it would be a stream of me just endlessly like exploring, no combat, and just looking for stuff. Unless you all don't mind that, that's what I like to do. So I try not to stream myself doing that type of playthrough. It didn't go well. Oh no. But not for your... Well, yeah. How was your stream, by the way? Devil's DLV Tuber, how did your stream go? May I just call you Devil, or do you prefer the whole name said? How would you like to be addressed? We all enjoy this more. Yeah. Okay, I might do that then. It's fun. I like doing that because sometimes... Well, I myself like watching people find everything. Like all the routes in like choice games, all the side stuff, because especially if I don't get a chance to play the game myself, I get to see the things. Otherwise, it's like I don't get to see all the things and never will. especially if it's like a console I don't have or something. So for me, seeing all the explorables is important when I watch Let's Plays. The DUDV, double deal VTuber the Great. Oh, so Zemi says I have to address you by the Great now, so we have established Zemi's word is law now. But yeah, maybe I'll do Devil May Cry. I do really enjoy that game. I want to play the other ones. I've only played 5, and I always hear how good the other ones are too. I have a lot of games that I would like to stream because I haven't ever played them, and they're such well-known and well-loved games. Example, like Bayonetta, because I didn't grow up with a lot of consoles, owning many. I always had to play over friends' houses. So, like, the consoles I owned were, like, the N64, the Wii, the Game Boy Color, 2DS, OG Xbox, and now the Switch, which, you know, that sounds like a lot, and it is a lot of consoles, but I mostly had bargain bin games, like these weird side games, because that's what my parents would get me. So I missed out on a lot of, like, great games, and I would like to make up for that. I'd like to stream them and actually finally experience them. Like, it was only, like, not too many years ago I tried Skyrim for the first time and BioShock and stuff, so, like, I have catching up to do. It's okay, I was a broke too, yeah. But, you know, sometimes those bargain bin games are fun. Like, you find treasures. Like, I remember on the Wii there was a game called Chocobo's Dungeon. It was a little Final Fantasy game where you play as the Chocobo and you, like, change jobs and had, like, little white mage armor or dragoon armor. It was the cutest game and it had such a good story. It surprised me. It was, like, only, like, a little $10 game in the bargain bin. And, yeah, sometimes those games are surprises and can be better than some big name games. It's just you can find treasures. Like, I never played, well, I did play at a friend's house, so I shouldn't say I never played, but I never owned, like, a Mario Kart game, but I did have, like, Diddy Kong Racing, and that game was amazing. I want a new Diddy Kong Racing. That game was my favorite. I liked it more than Mario Kart. I went to Sonic. Yeah, I didn't play many Sonic games either. I had Sonic Heroes. That was the one I owned. And I played, like, my older cousin had, like, Sega and SNES and stuff like that, so I got to play some of the old ones because they still had their Sega. Mario Kart Double Dash. I loved Diddy Kong, though. I like Diddy Kong. I like the PvP map they had where you literally shot rockets at your friends. That was fun, though. The maps were neat. And the fact that you played as Conker was interesting. I think it was Conker before Conker's actual game was ever out. And Conker was, like, super wholesome. Which was very different than the game when Conker actually came out properly, so it was interesting. Yeah, Conker, I would love to play the Conker game. I want to fight the big mighty Pooh. I've seen playthroughs of it. It's glorious. I love old Rareware games. Like, yeah, speaking of that, I'd never played, like, Banjo-Kazooie. Like, I played it at a friend's house for, like, an hour, so I don't consider that I technically played it because of those things. These are things, like, I want to find someone that has them so I can actually, like, play them. I miss so many things. Like, another one I've always wanted to play, I've never played Kingdom Hearts, and I've wanted to super bad. The best PvP card game I've played up until now is Speed Freak. Hope it comes out soon. Oh, I have to check out for that. I'm not as good at racing games as I used to be, but I'm still down to play them. I used to be way better at them. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is a game I've always wanted to play. I played, like, the very first one at a friend's house, again, for, like, an hour. And then that was it. And so when I would go back, they would have deleted my save. So I'm always stuck at the very first zone whenever I play Kingdom Hearts. And it's like, I want to play and actually get to use the summons and stuff. I never got to that. Because I know you can, like, summon the Disney characters, and it just looks so good. I will burn that game. Concord is such a classic. Conquer is just an old school comedic tragedy. It is wild what I saw. Like there was like a Easter egg of Dwayne the Matrix or something. It was great. I used to think Conquer was a fox, I'm not gonna lie, too, when I was like small and played Diddy Kong Racing. Because of the coloring. One of the racing games I played, playing with that one Mario Kart was Need for Speed. I know of Needs for Speed. I always ended up playing like some of the bargain bin racing games. One of my favorite was Gotham Project Racing for the Xbox. That was fun. I also enjoyed it because it had a lot of my old early 2000s, emo music on it. So I would play just so I could jam out to some songs I didn't have like albums of. Because it had like Simple Plan and stuff on there. I was like, hey, I like this. Just though I should say the emo in me has never left. It's still there. It never goes away. It's still like my early 2000s rock music. Was it Mario Kart? Embrace emo, exactly. Went through the whole phase. I went through a whole emo phase, and I had my whole punk phase. I even had the Jinko jeans, them baggy Jinko jeans. I love those things because I was able to stick my CD player in the pocket and walk around because that thing could fit anything. I could put a water bottle in the pocket. It was great. The emo is like any information hazard. It never leaves you. Exactly. I was a fanatic of Madagascar cards on my game. I actually had a Madagascar game on the Xbox because my parents got it for me the one time and we liked the game, and it was actually really well done. Me and my friends liked it for the mini games. Yo, you know what game was good? Speaking mini games and bargain bin games, Lights Pants Action, or I think it was called, for SpongeBob. That game had no business being that fun. You basically like fought to be a role in the movie, like the villain role, and it had like a bunch of like Mario Party-esque kind of mini games, and it was really fun games too. I loved that game. It was so good. Lights Pants Action? It is that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I had the jeans. Hello, Curious One. Welcome. Good to see you. I'm just dropping, all my cringy past. But yeah, I went through the whole emo and punk rock phase. It's still there. It's never really left. I think there was a bit of a goth phase too, to be real, and that's also never left. I embraced all of them, all the dark clothes phases. And then it's like now I go to the mall and if I go into Hot Topic, because oddly enough, Hot Topic still is alive in the mall. It still exists. It is no longer the same. There is no like the dark clothes, the band stuff's all pushed in the back. It's all anime now. We're at the one I'm at, which is wild. And I'm not mad at it. It was cool. I found Danganronpa March there, and I was super happy. But it's like, this is not the Hot Topic I remember. I miss old Hot Topic as well. But I'm okay with the anime stuff because, unfortunately, not many stores around here have anime stuff in them for me. I have to, like, go into, like, the main city to find it, and even then, it's still kind of rare. So outside of online, it's hard to find merch. So I was happy they added some things. Though, like, the other store in the mall had a little bit too, so I would, like, hit both of them at the same time. Yeah, where are the goth stores? Like, yeah, it's for real. I like the fashion. It's like anymore I have to go on Amazon and find clothes. It's just wild. I remember one Hot Topic I went to. I was out of town, and this was back in the early 2000s still, but for some reason this one was so different. I walked in, it was pure white, and everything was pink. And yes, it was a Hot Topic, and I'm like, where am I? What happened? This is different. That was the most wild Hot Topic I've ever seen. Spencer's is sus. Yeah, but they also have anime merch. I like their merch. I got a really pretty Hatsune Miku shirt from Spencer's, so every so often I'll go in there. The back of the store is where it's scary. I hang around the front where the shirts are, and I just like, yeah, I'm not going back there. Barbie topic, exactly. I still need to see that movie. I heard it was so good. I just see the memes for Knuff, and I really want to see the movie. It looks great. I'm excited to go see it. I'm excited for that, and I want to see Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle looks like it's gonna be really, really good. There's been a lot of movies too of late but it's like, I swear, with movies and like anything else, it's like either there's a ton of really cool stuff out at once or there's nothing. And then because of that, my wallet cries that it's like, you can pick one of these. I'm like, you mean all of them? No, all of them. Got it. Thankfully, at least with movies, it doesn't take as long as it used to come to streaming services. But nothing beats going to the actual like big screen, though. It's an experience if you have like a nice movie theater. I have doubts with Blue Beetle, but it looked kind of good. I'm excited because some of the stuff in it, going back talking about how I was recently shown like Kamen Rider stuff and all that, the combat and the way that Blue Beetle fights is very reminiscent to those shows. So I feel like they got inspired by them, which is what makes me excited for it. I heard the message of the story hits hard for no reason. Oh, Barbie, yeah. I heard it gets pretty deep. But that's cool though. I'm interested to see it. I also heard they got very like super deep into like the lore of Barbie. Like there is dolls that were like, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Why can't I think of the word? Removed, taken out, discontinued, that's it. That were discontinued that are still in it, like the Alan doll, for example. So that'll be interesting. Like it shows some of like the history of different ones. Like it's wild. Like I found out the origin of the Barbie doll because I was like watching a YouTube channel that were talking about and reacting to the movie, and they said like, oh, where did the origin of Barbie come from? And apparently it was like a German blow up doll or something like that. Originally that's where they got the model for it from, and then it turned into, you know, this whole wholesome thing because the creator wanted a doll for girls because there wasn't really any dolls except baby dolls. And because everyone thought it would be too risque to have a doll that was an adult, like adult bodied and everything like that. But it's like, bruh, you have action army men, full grown action figures for guys. Why don't, you know? Look at that. Hello, Rick Crow. Welcome. Just so you know, I did a lore video, like a storybook reading, and I did slides with info. If you would like to see those, there will be a VOD after the stream. Just in case, because I know some people were curious about my lore, so I want to make sure people know where they can find it. Because I finally explained when people have been asking, why are you pink and purple for like a Plague Doctor themed tuber instead of like the black color? And kind of explains it. For like, that's partially to like the whole royalty thing. Purple is a color of royalty. That's not, don't worry, it's not a spoiler. You'll see why. It's a bit of a teaser instead, for those who haven't seen it. Because I'm that too. Also, it's an excuse I can have my favorite color on one of my favorite aesthetics. I've always liked, like, the real like story though for like VTuber wise why I picked this design is I've always liked Plague Doctor masks and themes, and again, gothy. I like gothy style. It's just something elegant and pretty about it. I like macabre stuff. Just always been into that. And I thought, you know, a plague doctor thing might be kind of unique. And then, like, I did some research. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of plague doctor VTubers, which is cool and fine. And I'm part of that. But I'm like, how do I make this more me? I'm gonna be a nurse. I'm gonna make plague nurse a thing. Because then I can wear pastel colors and purples. And because originally I actually was going to do black. I like black. I was going to do black and purple. You calling me out there? Nah. You're awesome. I love your design. You're one of the first ones I saw, and I'm like, that is cool. I love how, like, you have the eyes glow, and I love, like, the whole, like, Baron, like, count design. That's, like, yes. Again, I like gothy things, so it's just so good. And I love you. I love your little crows. They're awesome. But yeah, it was just an excuse for me to wear the colors. Again, I was gonna do black and purple originally, but I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to add a girly touch to it because, like, sometimes I'm like, I want dark and morbid, but then sometimes I want my touch of girliness to it too, or like pinky stuff. It's a mix. Oop! I accidentally hit the home button. There we go. Lowered it. Trying to crouch because it's like right next to that. Oh yeah, you're rigging and also great Rick Crow. Yeah, Rick Crow's. Yeah, again, go check out Rick Crow, another awesome VTuber. I know so many of you are just amazing. There's also everyone. You've been so welcoming, so kind. It's great. It's been helpful because I'm not gonna lie. I've been nervous. I've always wanted to do streaming for a long time, and actually, in fact, it was again Sky who showed me VTubing, like what it was about. I've heard of it, but I didn't really know much. Oh gosh, thank you for the gifted subs, Little Fox Talks. Welcome. But yeah, I was always nervous about trying out. Happy debut day! Thank you. But yeah, I always wanted to try it out, but I was always shy. I'm a shy person, IRL. I get nervous talking to people. Oh gosh, thank you for the gifted subs, Rick Crow. Oh wow, we're getting close to that goal. Yeah. But so like, when I think of streaming, I always used to think of people that would show their face on cam, and I'm like, oh gosh, I could never do that. I did try once without a cam and just like the gameplay, no picture except the game, and that was okay, but I'm like, it's missing something. But then years later, again, Sky showed me VTubing, and I'm like, I can be creative and make a character and then like have that represent me instead. Yes, please. This is a way I can stream and feel more comfortable. Sometimes a little still nervous, but I'm getting there. I'm also hoping it will help me with my shyness. I'm not gonna lie. You melt our hearts never forget. Oh, thank you. But yeah, it's just being able to share things I like, because I like so many different like things, like games, stuff like that. It's just nice to be able to find other people and to talk about it, share the love of it, stuff like that. Yeah. Another thing I would love to do one day is I want to go to like a Comic-Con and actually cosplay my Plague Nurse one day. Get like the mask made and all that. I think that would be super fun. Doing amazing so far. I never would have guessed you're shy because you're always on. Oh gosh, I am super shy. Like typing and stuff like online and everything like that. I think MMOs have helped me with that. I'm fine. Offline, face to face, or on the phone, I'm a nervous wreck. I'm not good with eye contact. I will stare at your shoes if we talk. I am a very shy person. Though sometimes that comes out in two ways. Sometimes it comes out as I am either dead quiet or I will talk your ear off because I don't know what to talk about and I'm trying to find common ground. And it's okay to be nervous. Heck, I'm nervous too, and I think you're a good streamer. I love tuning in on your streams. I still remember when I first saw you, though I did not really talk a lot. Oh, thank you. It makes me feel some better hearing things like that, because I do try really hard. It's like I'm always trying to think of neat things, try to do stuff, try to push myself. Like I said before, after streams, it's like I social drain now. I go crash or I lurk on people's streams. That's why I don't talk super much on other people's streams, though I try. It's because I'm like socially like, okay, I wanna be active and support this person because I really enjoy them. And I know sometimes it's hard to stream if no one else is talking sometimes, so I know it can be helpful, but it's like, man, I can't think of anything. Yeah. But I do my best, so I at least show up. So like other people said before, lurkers are great, and I'm always happy, so anyone just comes and lurks, I don't mind if you don't talk. I understand it. I understand it completely. It's just nice to have a place to just be like, I'm here to support, but I'm going to go and just like calm down now. But I mean, is the background streaming exactly? It's great. Just chill and watch things. But yeah, with the nerves sometimes too, it comes with like why I have to fight myself when to not be like get quiet sometimes when I'm gaming and stuff. But sometimes that comes with I'm just focused. Or trying to make conversation sometimes can be difficult, but I do my best. I like to think of streaming as part theater but also part television. We're all doing live TV and perhaps making our own television show in a way. Yeah, that's a good way of pointing it, yeah. Giving people a little preview of yourself in a way. It's like I can imagine all the laugh tracks now. For me. Gosh. Also too, this game, I'm not gonna lie, whatever it is with Powerwash Sim, it's one of those games I like to play and it's like, okay, brain is now turned off and I'm just gonna zone out because this is so weirdly satisfying. I probably don't even play this game properly, I'm gonna be honest. I just use the water, I don't use the soap and just watch the dirt go, and I'm like, oh, this is heaven. Which is funny because it's like IRL, I do my best to clean, but it's not the most fun for me. But for this, it's like, I will do this. I like to this is just satisfying. But then you get to where it's like, okay, now I'm sleepy from it. I actually prefer the style of washing as well. Yeah, it's nice. I get the highest power thing, and then it's like I don't have to worry about the rust spots. That's the only parts that's like, oh god, not the rust. It just powers through it and I can just up and down and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll draw with the power wash, and then sometimes it's just I go through. I like the big maps. I am so happy that they've been releasing DLC for free alongside like they're paying. Oh gosh, thank you. Whoa, thank you for the raid, Alfina V2. Welcome Raiders to my debut. Oh gosh. Hi. Oh gosh. My name is Dusk. I am a Plague Nurse VTuber. I've just debuted my 1.0, my live 2D model. I'm no longer a PNG tuber. Playing Powerwash, having Q&A. If you have questions you would like to know about me, feel free to ask. Oh gosh, thank you for the gifted sub. Congrats on the debut. Thank you. I appreciate the raid. How are you? What were you playing? Hope it went well. Oh gosh, thank you for the follow, Carrie Neck. My nerves are back. We're playing Binding of Isaac. Oh, that's a fun game. I know that one. Oh gosh. Thank you for the follow. Isaac at this. Hello and K, Girl Boy for life. I hope I'm saying names right. And thank you for the subs. I'm trying to keep up. I'm still getting used to this. Congrats and thank you. But yeah, I am a Plague Nurse VTuber. I am a variety streamer. I mainly do gaming. Eventually I would like to branch out, do like cooking streams, hand cam streams, all kinds of stuff. Have fun with things. I do all kinds of games. I'm not someone that limits myself to a genre. Though on Mondays we do cozy streams. Oh gosh. My thing is still trying to catch up to all the alerts. So again, thank you for subs and for follows. And I'm sorry if I don't shout you out because it's like going so quickly for me. The model looks really cool. Thank you. My friend actually, Doki, made this. For those afterwards, I will have a VOD up that has the slides with all the information, and in the about section, if you want her info, her Twitter. She does amazing artwork. She's such a treat to work with. Super sweet. I couldn't ask for a better artist to create me. It's great. Have you just started on stage? Just this year, yeah. Earlier this year I started. I was a PNG tuber. This is my first time doing, this is my first day live 2D. I'm still getting used to things, growing, getting less nervous. But I've always wanted to do streaming. I love gaming. I love the community. And yeah. But yeah, I do a variety of games. I don't limit myself to just one type. I like FPS, I like JRPGs, MMOs, I play Final Fantasy XIV, I like Borderlands. Thank you for the gifted subs, oh my gosh. I'm trying not to like cry from being overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, thank you, you guys are so nice. Yeah, 14, I just watched, before I was streamed today, I was watching the live letter and I watched the info. I don't want to spoil it, so if anyone hasn't seen it, I won't talk about it, but excited. That's all I'll say. You deserve all this stuff. Thank you. I just hear Mr. Two's Borderlands, so excited. I love Borderlands, yeah. I want to stream the new Tiny Tina game at some point as a collab. My favorite was 2. I love Borderlands. Hello. I do want to do a Dark Souls sometime. So yeah, I like all kinds of games. Whether I'm great at all of them, that'll remain to be seen. But I enjoy playing them, and that's the point. I've been going through like Remnant 2 with my friend. I have thousands of hours in Borderlands. It's a great game. Rawr. 2 is best, 3 is dope too. Yeah, I didn't mind 3. I know a lot of people didn't really care for it, but I didn't mind it. It was still fun for me. I liked the characters a lot. I liked Zane. Zane was my favorite. Zane's great. The doppelganger, like, ability was super fun. Also, Claptrap. Claptrap's right. I also, like, games like, my favorite all-time game is KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic. I'm a big sci-fi nerd. Love Star Wars. I know it's been in a state right now because of, like, the sequels and stuff, but I still love Star Wars. I read the Legends books before they were Legends. Love the games. Played Jedi Survivor. Super good. Punch me, but the game overall wasn't great. Yeah. I really have to dip, so have a fun stream. And thank you for stopping by again. Thank you again all for the subs and the follows. It's super appreciated. It helps because this will be going back into the channel because I have games I plan to get and art and emotes. All of this goes back to you all. Yeah, I'm glad you all like the sound alerts too. I'm hoping to start adding my toggles in tomorrow for you all to redeem. Like I can show the one. I got my mask, cause when there's serious work, I gotta wear my plague doctor mask. I got how I'm me IRL right now. This blush is happening, cause I am nervous. But yeah, and I have like the angry toggle, head pats will be coming, a bonk, all of it. So I'm gonna get that set up tomorrow. For the cozy stream again, yeah, for those joining in, on Mondays I do cozy streams, cozy games, like we've been doing Spiritfarer, but I also did like Little Inferno, have some others, maybe Animal Crossing sometime because I'm going to get a capture card set up. We'll be doing that Mondays. It'll be 3 p.m. Eastern to 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Friday, same time frame, but that's when I do other games, not necessarily any specific genre. We've been doing Tales of Arise, which is a JRPG, so we'll be continuing that. I'm going to be starting another game as well, because I usually do 3 games at once. So I've been considering doing Devil May Cry 5, because Virgil. That's the only reason. I love Virgil. The memes, and it's an excuse to use the memes when I use my model, put them in to advertise the stream that day. Virgil's doing. Hey Sue, thank you for the sub. How have you been? Been a while since I've seen you. Hope you're well. The MC5 I just started recently. It's so good. I love Devil May Cry. And thank you for doing the shout outs, mods. I appreciate it. Because it's hard to keep up for me. Because, again, I'm nervous. I'm sorry if I'm stammering a lot. But yeah, I'm also going to be doing some collabs. I've been doing a continuous collab with fellow Plague Doctor VTuber Hezekiah Mara. We've been doing Remnant from the Ashes, the first one, and eventually we will be doing the second one. I am super hyped for the second one. It looks so good. I'm proud of you. Thank you. Party's getting crazy. It is crazy. Oh yeah, I see the number on my side. It's a certain number. All I'm going to say is nice. I had to. But yeah. And also been having a continuous collaboration with Sky doing It Takes Two. So lots of fun stuff. Have a collab of Raft eventually coming up. Gonna be trying to check out My Friendly Neighborhood at some point. I am not very good with horror games because I get scared easy, so I don't play them super often, but I do like them. So I'm gonna try. I'm going to try my best. But yeah, and also sometimes I will do some Final Fantasy XIV because I gotta love that game. I'm a level 90 Reaper main on 14, which is funny because originally when I first played, I told myself I would never do melee DPS because I was always unsure of myself playing melee. I liked magic range or just regular range or healer. And then Reaper came out, I saw the scythe, I'm like, that's my favorite type of weapon. Well, melee time it is. And now I'm a Reaper main. It's great. Raft is a great game with friends. It is. I can't wait to try it. I have a group of streamers who play Raft every Sunday. It seems really fun with friends. Yeah, I can't wait for the collab. It'll be great. It's just, you know, a group of VTubers with the Gilligan Island theme is all I can think of with Raft. It's funny. But I can't wait to start it. I'm excited. My Friendly Neighborhood ain't scary. It's actually kind of fun. That's why I was gonna try it, because it's like what Resident Evil Muppets, or as I call it, Resident Muppets. And so I'm like, this might be a good like intro horror to actually go fully. I did do FNAF. That was a thing. I got too scared, so I couldn't continue it too long, but I actually managed to get to night 4, which I got through night 4, that's right. I was shocked, or I got to it. Whatever it was, I basically lost, and Freddy started to sing, and then suddenly the time clicked, and I should not have had that win, but it gave it to me. I'm like, oh, you know what? We'll take it. But it was fun. Muppets are in DV. They can be creepy or unsettling to a degree, so. And I'm sure the game probably has jump scares somewhere. That's a lot of damage. I love that. Oh gosh, that reminds me. I did do Alien for a celebration stream, like, because we reached a sub goal one time. Me playing Alien was a mistake for me, but fun for everyone. I like to add scary sound redeems to torment myself because I know everyone enjoys them. So I had sound redeems that made it sound like the alien was in the vents above me. Chance to stretch redeem? Alright. Thank you for the stretch. Yeah, I needed that. I appreciate that, Carrie Neck. But yeah, it was... Everyone liked the spooky sound redeems. I jumped so much, but the part where the alien gets the one guy while in the vent, someone toggled the "that's a lot of damage" sound alert right as they got stabbed in it. The timing was brilliant. That sound. Oh, hydrates! Yay! Thank you. Let me grab a hydrate. Feel free to hydrate with me. That sounds so awful to find where the others. It was scary. That game is intense. The sound, it's amazing. Like, I love it because sci-fi, so it's like I was half in awe and wanted to explore everything, and then half in dread. I'm like, okay, where is it? But I want to look around. Oh, hey, look, space view. This is cool. Oh, I hear bad things. I did. I drank that good water. Thank you. We gotta get the posts. Probably the ones back here. I think I finished the one. Trying to get everything on this. Sometimes it gets very picky. I saw it. Where'd it go? Oh gosh. Thank you for the follow, little stuff. Hey, there. Speaking of scythes, again, my favorite weapon. Such a good weapon. IRL, very impractical, but it's great. Where'd it go? I saw it and then I lost it. Let's just go around this. It's one of these. Finding the little specks of dirt left over. I saw that. There's some. There it is. In this game, you have to like literally crouch down for everything. I see that one too. When in doubt, spray everything. Exactly. Okay. There's one more post still. Let's see. Aha! Once I finish this, we will go ahead and pass the stream over to another VTuber, my friend Sky. He's gonna be streaming soon. Might do one car before then, because I don't think he goes live until 7 Eastern. But I wanted to raid him because he's the whole reason I started VTubing. He showed me the scene, and I'm super appreciative. He's helped me out from the start, and I would love to send that back to him. He deserves more. He deserves more views. He's such a good VTuber. Also, he should be a VA. Don't tell him I said that. Rare Sky went, yeah. He's a Skelly VTuber. So we'll keep with like, well, I don't know if I count for the spooky theme, but semis keep with the spooky theme. Alright, there it is. See it? A car will be easier to like complete too. And speaking of spooky, he is supposed to be streaming My Friendly Neighborhood today too, so that'll be fun. We'll get to watch someone play it. Hopefully get some good screams. And I mean, what? No, I wouldn't want that on my friend. I don't bully my friend. What do you mean? Alright. Yeah, there we go. Job complete. But we'll do a small one, given the time, and then let Sky set up some. But yeah, again, for those coming in too, if you have any questions about my model or about me or want to know, feel free to ask. It's a bit very late in Europe, so sorry if you said it and I missed it, but is 2-ish hours ago your regular start time? Yeah, I start usually at 5 p.m. Eastern on weekends. I alternate my days, so today's Saturday, next week I stream Sunday. And then on weekdays, I stream from 3 p.m. Eastern to 5:30 p.m. on Monday and Friday. I stream 3 days a week. Alright, locations. Let's go to a vehicle. We shall do Grandpa Miller's car. Let's do this. You can just, oh no, Sky, no, you're supposed to be going to set up. Shh, you're not here, you didn't hear the bullying. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, don't go no shoe so I can raid you. Screams of joy, right? Yes, there's screams of joy. There'll be screams of joy in the horror game. Totally. Thanks. Hope I can make it to more of these. You and chat are the encourage my bully tendency. Hey, I'm always down. It's fun. I like some teasing. You should have. You might want to check out. I have if the bot. It should still be up. Me and Sky and Zemi playing Bigfoot. That was a fun day. That which reminds me, another game eventually I would love to play and collab is Sons of the Forest, because I did get that. I do love the forest, and I have the second one, and I would love to play that on stream. I feel like that would be mayhem and chaos, and I love it. Gotta have some games where we go a little gremlin mode. It's important. I kept dying on Bigfoot Cries. I'm not a game. We got you. We'll find you. You will get your revenge in another games. I mean, you gotta pick one out, find one, and then like let me and Sky suffer, and then you carry us. Or you know, I mean, I didn't do better in Bigfoot. I basically, when I was left alone, I was like, yeah, no, I'm terrified. I'm gonna go jump so we can go restart and have everyone with me. But then Bigfoot didn't want to attack because Bigfoot wouldn't attack me. It was like, what the heck? He just left me there because he knew I would drive myself insane. Give me a game based on luck. I'm lucky. Okay. I'll have to find one. Maybe Uno. We'll play Uno. You'll probably get the better hand then. The RNG will be kind to you. That game was nuts, but it was fun. VODs usually stay up for 2 weeks for affiliates, I think. Yeah. So yeah, it should still be up, I think. Hope so. It should be under video, because I have it so that they stay longer. There's like an option, I think. I'm still learning. Uno sounds fun? Yeah, Uno would be really fun and chaotic. Especially because they have like a mode that is like all random stuff now. It's like extra chaos. I can't wait for it. I also was curious about doing back rooms at some point, though I know I say this, I'm gonna dislike myself for making myself play this at some point, but I probably will try it at some point. I also want to do a Resident Evil stream one day. I'm gonna be honest, I never played one because I never had the consoles to play them. And I want to, though I'm terrified to. Mainly I'm terrified because I know you get chased in the game like the whole time you're trying to look for things. And that's the only thing I don't like. Though I know that's the whole point. It's the tension. It's part of the game. But I might try one. I might try, was it 4 or something? People said 4 isn't as bad with that. Because the other that has like X more chasing you down. Or I can always try to see if I can do Village. and go see the beautiful Lady D. And accept my fate if Dusk wins. I will destroy Sky. We'll both destroy Sky. How's that, Semi? That'll be the goal. We'll just team up and not tell Sky. I have a feeling he's going to be in chat lurking still as he's setting up and catch me for saying that. Resi Village was oh, great. I was like, what? Yeah, I would like to play. Never played Resident Evil, but watched it, and there weren't, like, scares, just stress. Yeah, I might do it. Because, like, I want to, like, I said to chat earlier, I grew up with a lot of, not a lot of consoles, some consoles, but not a lot of the main games, because I never got a chance to. And I want to make up for that, and I'd love to stream them and react to them along with you all. Like, for example, like, Bayonetta, again, is one. I did play Bioshock finally myself, but never did 2, so maybe Bioshock 2 would be a fun one. Because I hear you can actually play as the Big Daddy for a change, which would be neat. I played the first one and I played Infinite. I liked Infinite mainly because I like steampunk stuff, and it gave me steampunk feel, even though it wasn't quite steampunk. Anything with steampunk stuff in it is a win for me. It's just such a cool genre and, like, theme and aesthetic. Needs to be more steampunk games. That's why I'm excited for Nightingale. Oh, so... See, I knew it! But yeah, Nightingale is one I'm excited for coming out. It's supposed to be, like, a survival game. But, like... You use, like, tarot cards or something to make portals to different worlds, and it's, like, randomly generated or something. But you can build, like, cities with friends, like, literal little cities and villages. And giants can come and raid you. And there's fishing. So, it's a win. There's fishing. I love fishing in games. It's fun. Let's see. It's the windscreen. Really? Where is the... Oh, there it is. Haha! Found it. Nice. We finished. Yeet! Thank you for the redeem, Hezekiah. Oh, that almost made me jump. Alright. We have time for one more quick one. Do the bike, and then we'll go see. We'll go raid Sky. Invade Sky. No me. It's 1:50 a.m. and my bedtime on Pokemon Sleep was set to 12:50, so I'm gonna have to leave. But raiding was very fun. Sorry for tearing down y'all's churches and stealing all this stuff. We will be back again. Alright, thank you for stopping by. I hope you get a good rest. Also, I need to try Pokemon Sleep. I heard they're shinies, and I'm like, I need to try that. I don't know if my phone can run it though. I need to get to where I can play it. It looked great. Flexing my Spanish on the beautiful Dusk. Well, I appreciate it. Gracias, Zimmy. I only know very little. I do want to learn at some point properly learn a language at one point. Just keeping with it is hard, like solo for me. I like learning with people, so it just helps me stay motivated more. I want to learn like Japanese, and Spanish would be nice to learn because a lot of people speak it that I know. And then I could understand things you're saying in the chat. The only one of my friends who got a shiny Krogonk, who is in my top 5 mons, so I'm pretty sure Nintendo is spiting me personally. Oh no. I want a shiny Vulpix. Or like a Woobat. It's very random, but one of my favorite Pokemon is Woobat. It just looks like a very happy dust ball, and it's adorable, and I love it, and it's so derpy. And like I said earlier, I want to stream the DLCs for Violet and Scarlet when they come out. Well, Violet. I have Violet. I'm excited for that because it looks cool. I really enjoyed those games. The Pokemon is slowly getting there with like the new stuff. Little by little, they're improving it, and it's amazing. All I want, even though they already technically had a remake, is I want a Gold and Silver remake in the new graphics, because Gold was my first Pokemon game. And I love Gold, is my favorite. You love Woobat? Yeah, Woobat's so cute. I love Woobat. But I would adore if they did that with Pokemon Gold and Silver. I would get that game in a heartbeat. Alright. Where is this final? It's underneath. Let me see. Can I? Yeah, there we go. We can crouch a little more. Pog? Break disc. Let's find the thingies. I just do like that. I saw something. It would help if I understood what part of the bike those are. Fun fact, I actually don't know how to ride a bike IRL. I never got to learn. I always wanted to. Just grew up like on a dirt road, which didn't help. So I didn't really have a place to learn. Like at school they tried to teach me, and their idea of teaching me was like, okay, I'm gonna send this student out with you to tell you how to ride the bike, and all they did was like, okay, get on and go. So I got on and I instantly fell over. I probably have better balance now that I'm older, but like just never got around to trying. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Let me see if Sky is live. Because it should be almost time. Nope, not yet. Good grief. Sky, go live if you're still in the chat. I'll do one more vehicle for you. Woobat and Maractus are like my 2 Gen favorites. Okay, I got to my room. I'm actually going now. Alright, bye. Take care, Carrie Neck. Thank you again for stopping by. We'll do the van. But yeah, the Pokemon stream would be super fun. I have also, speaking of Switch games, I have Rain Code. I would absolutely like to stream too. Though I know I can't stream the whole game because the devs said that they don't want it to be completely spoiled. So they asked that the last chapter not be streamed, which is fine. I don't mind doing that. I just would love to do it because, again, it's from the makers of Danganronpa, and I adore those games so much. I actually have to go and make sure I can stream those fully. I think I can, but I want to make sure because I don't want to do anything that the devs don't really want. Want to respect them because they did a really good job on those games. They're fun. The characters are wild. I love the art style. I want to do that, and I want to do a Persona stream sometime as well. There's so many, like I said, I have so many games I want to stream. So many fun things. I also would like to have you all involved in the streams. I did do a series for a bit where I had everyone play with me. I would let the chat decide what I did. We did Detroit Become Human that way. I let the chat make the choices. It turned to chaos instantly. We got the bad ending because of it, but hey, it was fun. I would like to bring that series back at some point, and if everyone would like that. And I was thinking instead of just doing Choice Matters games only, we could also do like games where there's builds, like well, I don't know if I'll be able to stream it because it's not exactly streamer friendly. We'll have to see. But Baldur's Gate 3, because I do have that, you could pick like my class, you could pick my stats, and that could be wild. Things like that I think would be neat. Just make it like you all are playing the game with me. Play the game together. See what would happen. Probably more chaos. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ginger DR. Welcome. But yeah, I probably will bring that series back at some point. I still have games that would work with that. There's one called Wildermyth that is like a D&D-ish like game. You all could decide all the classes, the strategy, and see how it goes. I would do the combat, and then you would pick my skills, my gear. I think it'd be a lot of fun. I used to try to get out of washing my grandpa's van. Now you do it for fun. I mean, it's satisfying. If I can wash it like this, I'll go wash the van for you, Sakaya. Because, like, this is relaxing. There isn't... Yeah, it's just, you know, stay down. Creepy gnome. Those gnomes are interesting. They always pop up in different parts in this game, and it's like, Again, I don't want to spoil the lore if anyone hasn't played this game, because I might stream this at some time for Cozy Day stream. Video games is life on easy mode. Exactly. Yeah, I wish we got a restart button and stuff. It'd be great. Imagine. Like, nah, I don't like how this turned out. Let's restart the day. Or the location. Speaking of video games in real life, has anyone ever seen like the YouTube channel Viva La Dirt? I like their like plays on that type of thing. And their Epic NPC Man series is hysterical. I love that. Viva La Dirt? Yeah. La Dirt. Not Dirt. They do a lot of like the like MMO themed NPC type tropes and stuff. It's funny. And just the silliness of everything. I like how it says left to do body and wing mirror, but it's like, it's just the roof. Oh. Here we go. And this will be perfect timing. We can raid Sky after this one. We can all go. My raid message I usually like to say is it's time for your daily dose of raid. I don't have a macro for it though. Yet. Okay, which wing mirror is it? It's not this one. It's gonna be this one. Aha, I see. Did I get over here? There we go. Pog, we did it. Yay. Alright. Let me just go over here to the chatting screen. Thank you all for stopping by my debut. Again, hopefully my tracking will get a little better as I eventually get a light, because I'm in a dim room. I don't have lighting properly set up quite yet. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. This was fun. Thank you all again for the support and the subs and the follows. It means so much. Because I was a nervous wreck. I appreciate you all so much. We're gonna go raid Sky again. Sky was the one that introduced me to VTubing. Super awesome streamer, Skelly tuber. So yeah, I would like to pass it forward. Let's go see stream. You did great. Thank you all. So let's go. Let me type this in. If my tracking gets a little weird, I'm sorry. I'm trying to move my mic. Let's raid. Let me just double check that he is live. Yeah, okay, good. And again, raid messages. It's time for your daily dose of raid. I'll see you all over on Sky Stream. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day.